5, 4, 3, 2, go.
You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
Yeah, what up, people? What's poppin'?
Yeah.
What's going on? You guys have tuned into The Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. What's poppin', Miles? What's going on?
Yo, I'm out here networking, son, trying to build businesses and take over the world, son.
I feel you.
Shit.
I feel you.
Feel me? What's going on with you, bruh?
Man, I'm chilling, man, trying to get this shit popping, you feel me? Because life is too short, man, and it's too many things to do, you know? It sucks, it's crazy.
Life is too short, and the Ku Klux Klan is about to get into the White House, so niggas gotta hurry up.
Exactly. So, it's terrible out here, man. So today's show, we're gonna be talking about why a woman would disrespect you, okay? So it's, shit is crazy out here, because you're gonna get disrespected at some point, and it happens to every guy. You feel me? And a lot of times, it has to do with shit you're doing, but other times, it's just because the chick is a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? But we're gonna get into that soon. But real quick, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're gonna get into some news. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
Yeah. What's poppin', people? We are back. We are back.
Bro, you know what? No, wait, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that we got to tell them about the Bad Boy store. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly, nigga. We on the same page. Nigga, that's what I'm talking about.
So is the site up? Is it officially up? Can people go to it now?
It is official. They can go to it right now.
So you guys, listen. We got this new website called the Bad Boy Store. Okay, so you can go there to get pretty much anything. You feel what I'm saying? We're gonna have some good shit up there for you guys. To check out. You feel me? And
right now,
make it happen.
We don't have a lot of stuff right now, but right now, because we always talk about Donald Trump. So they came out with a Donald Trump chia pet, my nigga. Like that shit is hilarious. So you could go to the badboystore.com right now and purchase your Donald Trump chia pet.
Exactly.
And we also got this. I was talking to a few ladies the other day. Like I've been out here at the bar doing my thing, and a lot of females is feeling this cologne called A Million by Paco Rabanne. I don't know if you ever heard of it, Ms. Locario.
Right.
But it's a really nice cologne called A Million, and you can order it at thebadboystore.com right now.
Yes, right? Exactly. So make sure you guys check that out. Christmas is coming up. You can get the Donald Trump chia pet for your for your Hillary supporter friends, and if you want to piss them off.
Exactly, real shit.
So we can make that happen. It should be funny. But anyway. Yeah, man. So there's some stuff in the news happening, man. Some new shit, some new stuff. So first thing I thought was crazy was that the rapper / singer CeeLo had his phone exploded in his face. Okay, so
oh my god,
I don't know what the fuck is going on with these phones nowadays, because and it's online too. There's a video of him, I guess, in the studio, and he's talking on the phone. There's no sound or whatever. You just see it, and then you see the phone fucking is smoking up, and then it just like does this little pop of explosion, and then he fucking falls on the ground and shit. That shit looked like it knocked him out. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so I don't know.
Wow.
There's no, and this happened, I think, yesterday. So I was trying to look again to see if there was any more news about it, like like if he's okay or not, but I haven't heard anything. You feel what I'm saying? But I was like, that shit is crazy. Like, you can look at this shit up online right now, just, type in CeeLo phone explodes in his face or whatever. And I'm like, that shit is dangerous. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck you gonna have phones? Because I heard that they had the Samsung phones that was fucking up or something. So I don't know if he had that or what's going on. But I'm like,
so either way, that nigga got some money. He got a big check to pick up. I know that shit.
Pretty much, because like that nigga need to sue.
He got money, so he could get a good lawyer, like a good lawyer. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And if the company that made the phone is smart, they would just settle with him like out of court. And
right.
He probably got a $20 million check coming for nothing. Like, that's what's up.
That's why when I speak on the phone, usually I keep that shit away from my face. Like, I put my headphones in and I just speak, keep that shit away. It's crazy, yo. You know what I was thinking on some conspiracy theory shit, right?
Right.
Imagine if like okay, like you see how like his cell phone exploded, right? Imagine if it was like, because it didn't look like it was like a thing where it killed him. You feel what I'm saying? But imagine if the explosion was so big that it fucking killed him. You feel what I'm saying? Right. Think about how easy it would be to just press a button and let everybody's phones explode on them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you see what I mean?
Just like that fucking, what's that movie that came out the other day? The movie Samuel L. Jackson, the King's Men.
Right. Yeah. It was something like that.
Samuel Jackson, the villain nigga, he had the code and the chip was in the phone, and once he activated the chip, the phone make everybody fucking go crazy and angry and start fighting each other.
Right. It's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like,
wow,
that shit's wild, man. You know what I mean? Because most of the time, 90% of the time you have your phone with you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, or if you're walking around, if you're outside, you got your phone in your pocket and all that other stuff. So I'm like, that's crazy. You feel me? So, I'm just saying, because I'm like, if they got videos of niggas' phones exploding and shit, it's like, like, I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? So this shit is crazy out here. You got to be fucking careful, man. But anyway, so in other news, Soulja Boy got arrested, so now he can officially act like a gangster, I guess. I don't know, but nah, it was like, I think a couple years ago he shot some dude in his house, because I think he broke in and then he shot the dude or whatever. So I think after that he started to feel himself. He was like, I'm a gangster dude, because he been online for the past like month or so, beefing with some dude named Quavo, who's part of this rap group named Migos or something. And so he's been talking about, yo, I'm gonna shoot you. He's been pointing guns in his Snapchats and his Instagram videos and all that other stuff. So allegedly his fans are the ones who called the cops on him. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that was the story. So I was watching DJ Academic's video, right? And DJ Academics basically said that he was getting a whole bunch of emails from Soulja Boy's fans saying that they was the one that called the cops on him because they didn't like the fact of, they didn't like where Soulja Boy was going with his situation. They was like, oh, they don't like all that, violence and gun talk.
That stupid gangster shit.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they said that they called the police on this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm like,
I bet you it was, no offense to the white listeners, but I bet you it was white fans.
Right.
Because white people go get the cops and they go tell the authorities quickly for everything.
Right.
Fucking crazy.
It was probably,
you know what it probably was too? It probably wasn't even like just a white fan just like that. It was probably like a white kid was probably watching World Star,
right,
and then his mom was walking past the computer,
exactly,
and was like, "Oh my God, what is that? Is that Soulja Boy with guns? Oh no, this is not on my watch. I'm calling the cops right now."
Exactly.
No, like, Mom, no, he's just, no, you can't, no, we're not gonna have this.
Right. It's probably some of that shit. I'm like, man, it's crazy because so he got arrested and then he bailed out on $35,000 bail.
Wow.
So he's out now. So I don't know what's happening, else with that shit. But I'm just like, dude, relax, my nigga. Like, come on, son. Like, what are you doing? Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, and it's interesting because all the that goofy shit in a way is helping him as far as promotion. You feel what I'm saying? Because
that's why he does it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he got an album dropping out
him right now.
Exactly. Exactly. But it's like you gotta be careful about the shit that you do for publicity. You feel what I'm saying? Because get the publicity, get the all that, but do it in a way that you ain't gonna get arrested. You feel what I'm saying? Like, do some other shit. Like, I don't know, like, do some fucking, I don't know, get with a bad chick and come out with a sex tape or something. I don't know, just like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like do that shit, something that's not gonna get you arrested. Because the thing is, if you get arrested and you end up going to jail for some bullshit, then how much money you gonna be making in jail? You feel what I'm saying? So,
exactly.
So it's like, what are you doing? So I'm like, you gotta.
I mean, hopefully, if he does go to jail, they send him to a minimum security so he can still have Wi-Fi. And
right.
Be
shooting Instagram videos in jail and shit. Oh,
Snapchat.
Man. That's crazy, man. I'm like, God damn. But,
in the prison shower with Soulja Boy.
Exactly.
For Snapchat.
I was like, yo, man, that shit is wild. I'm like, these niggas, I don't know. But anyway, it's funny, though. I'll be wondering, I'll be like, dude, like, how many motherfuckers really be like, I know dudes don't buy albums no more. They just stream and shit. Like, that's the new shit. But, like, how many niggas is streaming really? Like, getting, like, how many, I mean, are people really listening to music like this? Do you know The Lox just came out with a new album, my nigga?
Yo, I had no idea.
The Lox just dropped the album. I heard that shit. It's tight. I ain't gonna front, but
I gotta go check that out on Spotify.
The only thing I didn't like about the Lox album was they had like one or two songs where they tried to do that goofy new shit that these niggas doing. Like they had the trap beats and those, they had Gucci Man on the song. I'm like, really, my nigga?
Oh my God.
I'm like, come on, Lox, come on, son. It's like nobody could just be like, listen, I'm just gonna do my shit like I do it, and that's it. I ain't got to keep up with these young niggas in the fuck shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, you got to listen to Redman, because I was listening to an interview with him the other day, and he was like, they was asking him, so how do you like try to like, he was like, how do you try to relate to the new fans and blah blah blah. He said, I don't.
Right.
He said, I don't. He said, I've had a long enough career where I have enough fans that all I gotta do is do my music and then do shows, and they'll come out and support, and I could pay my bills, because I never been the type of nigga to try to be all crazy rich neither, that crazy rich and all of that. He was like, I just need for my core fans to support my music and support my shows, and as long as I can feed my kids, I'm good. He said, I do Redman. He's like, I don't care about what none of these niggas is doing these days. So,
right.
I don't know. Check out Redman new shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I think he came out with an album maybe last year called Mudface.
Right.
Or some shit like that.
Nah, Redman is that nigga, son. If it wasn't for Redman, you wouldn't have dudes like Eminem out here getting it popping. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So,
and on top of that, he still collaborate. Him and what's the name have a company. Or they have like a group, not a group, but it's like a label, their own like independent label called Red and Meth or some shit like that. Where
word? I ain't even know that. That's crazy.
They still like a lot of the stuff they do is together, because since they created so much hype and so much buzz off of the Rockwilder song,
right? All the
and
shit they did,
all of the Red and Meth joints that they did together, that they fuck with each other. When they go out and do shows. Yeah,
they basically created a brand with them too. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. And that's what that's what you really gotta do. Like, like you gotta stay true to your. That's why branding is so important, because as long as you have a brand and you got a core fan base for the brand, there's unless each and every one of those people die, like, you see what I'm saying? There's no reason why you can't make money. You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And on top of that, a lot of the young niggas who like Lil Yachty and Black Kodak and shit, they'll fuck with your shit too if they like it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's
Exactly.
there's nothing that says you can't develop new fans from the younger generation. They just might not be in the millions like everybody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you can still get new fans because new people are born every day with taste that might agree with your brand. So you don't have to worry about that shit. Just keep doing you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Nah, real talk, man. Real fucking talk. Anyway, so in other news, Kanye West met with Donald Trump. So everybody's all,
Oh my God.
you know, they're like, what the fuck is going on? What I don't get this. You feel me? And it's like, and they said that he allegedly met with him to talk about fucking violence in Chicago or some dumb shit. Look, they ain't meet to do none of that shit. These niggas met to take pictures and to get niggas to talk. That's it. That's all
Exactly.
That's all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
these niggas, and even if they talked about something, it ain't really nothing. It's like, yo, the shit, you gotta understand, man, this is the clown show, man. This is all fucking, like, you know, it's sad. It's like when you were younger, you actually believed in like things. You feel what I'm saying? You're like, yeah,
Right.
you know, the country and politics and the president and change and you know, all, and it's like, nah, all of this is, it's a show, man. It's bullshit. Like even the news, like, I thought the news, when I was younger, I thought the news was actually like, you know, like a real thing. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like the news is just entertainment. That shit is the news is the first official reality show. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
like-
Yep.
like
the only
that's-
part of news that's real is like sports. And I'm talking about just the part of sports where they give you the score,
Right.
and the weather,
Right.
and traffic. That's it.
That's it. Everything. Everything else is like, oh, well, this happened. I'm like, yeah, okay, like them niggas is lying their ass off. I'm like, god damn,
Yep.
that shit is terrible. And so I'm like, okay, so Kanye is meeting with Trump, and so what? Like, what? I don't know. Understand? Like, and what's the point of him meeting with Trump though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't understand like why Kanye West and Trump need to meet. Like, what do they need to like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do they need to talk about?
Kanye, I just want to let you know we're going to work hard to make sure that we stop the violence in Chicago. And then Kanye's looking at him like, how, Trump? How? How you going to stop the violence in Chicago? Kanye, calm down. Calm down.
Like, yo,
How, Trump? How?
you ain't got the answers, Trump. You know what I'm saying?
We got the answer, Trump.
Oh my
Calm
god.
down. Calm down.
Oh my.
I know more about the violence in Chicago than the Bloods in the Crips. Calm down.
I'm like, yo.
Yo, Donald Trump, son, go get your Donald Trump chia pet at thebadboystore.com, man. Go get that. For real.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's like you gotta laugh at all this shit sometimes. You know, like when you see people and you talk to people and they real serious about like, you know, politics and the shit that's going on and yada yada yada.
Right.
I'm like, yo, listen. Either one of the two things is gonna happen. You going actually both of these things are gonna happen. You gonna live through it and deal with whatever the fuck is going on.
Exactly.
And then what's gonna happen is you're gonna die. That's it. That's what
You
life
see?
is.
That's it. Yo, that's why we looking at these niggas like, oh my god, you didn't vote? Oh my god.
Exactly.
Nothing like get the fuck out my face. Like, yo, get the fuck out my face, man. Let me tell you who needs to vote, man. Let me tell you who needs to vote. You need to vote if you own property in a certain city.
Right.
And you really only need to vote for your local politician.
Exactly.
Your presidents and all that other shit don't mean shit.
Exactly.
You need to vote for your governor, your mayor, and everybody below that, like the city comptrollers and the district leaders and people like that. That's who you need to vote for. Other than that, all that other shit don't mean nothing, son.
Right,
all that
right.
other shit is straight New World Order Illuminati shit. You don't need to worry about all of that other shit.
Pretty much.
You don't. Trust
Pretty
me.
much. This shit is crazy, man. I'm like, oh my god. That shit
Yo,
is
let me tell you
crazy.
something. I was watching there was that show, The Daily Show with Trevor
Noah? Yeah.
Yeah, so they were Trevor Noah made a point. He said there's two different Trumps. There's Trump, and then there's real truth Trump.
Right.
So he was saying how the other day after he done won the election, he's been doing these speeches lately, and he straight up like telling niggas that the shit he was saying during the fucking campaign was basically bullshit and it was a lie, son.
Right.
Because he did a speech. Just to give you an example, he did a speech and he said, you know, when I was on the campaign, they told me they gave me the phrase "drain the swamp." And when they first told me, I thought it was bullshit. But then I started saying it to you people, and you liked it, so I kept saying it. And the more I said it, the more real it sounded.
Right.
And so I kept saying it. But we all know it's bullshit. And I was like, what? Like, yo, the nigga straight telling you, like, yo, all of that shit was bullshit. I just was trying to win the fucking election. Like,
right,
what?
exactly.
And see, on the real, that's why I fuck with Donald Trump. You understand? Because, yo, white people are going to oppress me anyway. If you could be a real nigga about it, I respect you. You see what I'm saying?
It's like I respect your white supremacy if you letting me know you're white supremacy.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think there's a little bit of disrespect. Because you're gonna oppress me. That's fine. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, I understand. I'm not the one that owns the country. I'm not the one with all the money and the power. Fine. But at least a real nigga's a real nigga, and I could at least have I could know where I stand. Because you got a lot of these, like, you know, niggas like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson, they actually think these people that are in positions of power really care about them and fuck with them.
Right, exactly.
Kind of like that fucking police officer that started crying the other day because they beat his ass, because the police officers beat his ass.
Right.
Mistaken identity. Like, no, you're a nigger. They hate you.
Right,
Period.
exactly.
And I would rather you stand there and say, yo, you're a nigger and I hate you, than to make me think you actually give a fuck about me and then make me do something stupid.
Exactly.
Like, oh, well, this guy, he cares about me, so I'm going to do this. No, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because I know you don't give a fuck about me.
Exactly. And that's what the shit that annoys me is, like, you have the people that, you know, they try to hide their racism and their white supremacy, like, and that's what, like, Hillary was kind of like, you feel what I'm saying, where she would pretend like, oh no, you know, I'm down in this. No, you ain't. You don't, you know what I'm saying?
She over here checking the job and talking about she keep hot sauce in her purse. Like, where, bitch?
Right.
Where you keep, and now let's cross over to dating and shit.
Right.
Like, my niggas. When you hollering at a bitch and she says, "Oh no, sorry, I'm not interested," you don't stand there and think, "Oh man, son, she rejected me."
Right.
You know, that's fucked up. No, you know that bitch ain't for you, and she just saved you time because now you got more time to holler at the other bitches, bro.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man.
Exactly. Versus you dealing with a chick who she knows she ain't really feeling you, but she'll talk to you on the phone. She'll go out with you, and, you know, you try to have sex with her and she's playing games. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's...
you wasting your time. She's using you to fucking paint her house and pick her up from the air. Imagine this shit. A bitch will call you to pick her up from the airport after she just got off a vacation from sucking and fucking another nigga.
Right, exactly. You see what I'm saying?
What? If you're listening to this and you just picked up a bitch from the airport that's not your family, and you did it because you think that y'all friends, nigga, you especially need to go to www.badboymembership.com
Exactly.
and download the shit and sign up.
Exactly.
Because you're missing the whole shit, nigga. She's not your friend. She's not your friend.
Real talk, real fucking talk.
Women have vaginas. You know, anybody will be their friend because they have a fucking vagina. They don't need you.
Right.
They don't need you.
Oh, man.
She lied to you. So like, yeah, I just went on a cruise with my homegirl. No, nigga. She went on a cruise with some other nigga.
Right.
That dick was in the back of her throat the whole vacation.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
And then she gonna call you with a sore throat talking about could you pick me up from the airport if you're not doing nothing?
Right.
And you and you like a dumbass dropping everything.
Mm-hmm.
Drop everything so you can go pick her up. Why? Because you think, oh, if I pick her up from the airport, she might let a nigga smell her pussy. No.
Right.
You're not smelling shit.
Exactly.
Fucking friend zone nigga. You better get on the Bad Boy membership and stop fucking around. I'm telling you, man.
Pretty much.
I'm telling you.
Oh, man, that's real fucking talk, man. Ugh, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. But anyway, so the last story real quick we have is Dylan Roof was found guilty in the church massacre. So this is the guy who is the white supremacist dude. He's like 20-something years old. He rolled up in the church and shot all the black people and all this other stuff. And so, you know, it's interesting because in those situations, okay, there was a video. This is what I don't get. Because, they say, oh, the justice system and everybody needs a fair trial. But, okay, if you're caught on video going into the place and you shot up everybody, why do we even need to, like, why does there even need to be a trial? Like, you did it. We saw you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, of course he's guilty. Like, why are we going through the motions? Like, the nigga's guilty. And then, so now what they're saying is that they're supposed to have I'm not sure if it's a trial or whatever, where they're going to see if he's going to either get the death penalty or life in jail. So those are the two options.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
I hope he get life in jail.
Right.
I hope he get life in solitary confinement.
Oh, that'd be fucked up. Oh man, that's crazy.
Live long and alone.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the worst torture right there.
Right,
if he
for
just
real.
died, then, you know what I'm saying?
It's like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. But damn, like, I'm like, this dude, you know, he just went in, and they was basically saying that he had like these white supremacist manifestos, and you know, he was saying that he was influenced by the Ku Klux Klan and the Nazis, and he said, and this is what he said something about how he felt that he said he felt something like black people he said that he felt like white people were becoming second class citizens in relation to black people. And you know, it's so funny how much ridiculousness is in that statement, because it's like, listen, he's basically saying, you know what, you niggers are supposed to be under us. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not right for us white people to feel like you guys are doing better than us, or you guys are smarter than us, or that's insane. You are supposed to be under us. So I have to take a stand and start killing niggas because, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, come on, dog. Like, that's crazy. But anyway, that's that shit right there.
But again, a dude like that, I could still have, like, now don't get me wrong.
Right.
Respect is different from admiration. Okay?
Right.
Respect is way different from admiration. But again, somebody like that, son, I can respect it, son. Because he's not faking no jack. Like, he's not faking no jack. You know what I'm saying? And then on the flip side, the people in the church, son, I don't care where I'm at, son. I don't care where I'm at. Even if I got to put my own life on the line. There's no way he's killing that many people in my church, though.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
There's no way, son. There's no way.
Like,
There's
somebody
no way,
said,
because the dude did what he did. The dude did what he did. Son, after the first 2 or 3 people, son, come on, son. Nobody couldn't jump on him, son.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody could knock this dude out. Like, I'm like, man, that's crazy. But you know, I don't know, motherfuckers be scared and shit, so they just probably was like in shock. I don't know.
Niggas was trying to turn the other cheek like Jesus? Nah,
exactly.
Nigga, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go, bro.
Pretty much.
I mean, the dude had a focus. He believed what he believed, and he was willing to die for that shit. Right. Like that, I can respect, man.
Mm-hmm.
I can respect.
It's crazy. It's crazy. So anyway, look, we're gonna take a subscriber email real quick before we go on break, right? And this one says, basically, this girl I met on OkCupid from my town was hitting me off for the last 2 weeks, and she's talked about how much she wants to fuck her, how much she wants me to fuck her and whatnot. She hits me up to fuck. Hold on, where you at? You sound like you got mad people in the background. You sound like you got mad people in the background.
Oh, my bad.
Okay,
my headphones joints are mad sensitive.
All right, now sound better. All right, so he says, she hits me up to fuck, but I was out of town. Then she tells me she got drunk and fucked her friend's brother at a party, and she was going back again to fuck. And now I see on Facebook that she just got into a relationship with the dude. I had some feelings for the girl, but I'm not looking for a relationship, and I really wanted to fuck this girl because she's a solid 9 out of 10. What do I do? What do I do? She still hits me up. Should I just play it off like I didn't see she has a boyfriend and still smash, or should I just bounce? All right, so basically you're saying you're trying to fuck with this chick, and then she, told you, yeah, I was fucking with this other guy, and, now he's my man, and now that, they're together, and you're saying, should you still try to mess with her because she's still hitting you up? I would say no. You know what I'm saying? I would say don't, because this is the thing. A lot of times, in certain situations, if a chick has a dude, right, and she wants to smash, it all depends on the context of the situation you're in. So, like, let's say if you are, in Miami somewhere and you meet some chick and she wants to smash and she got a boyfriend, but you don't live in Miami. You just there for the weekend. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to leave tomorrow and she's right there near your hotel room and you smash and you bounce. Then that's one thing. You feel what I'm saying? But you got to understand there's a lot of fucking simps out here, right? So if you start dealing with a chick who has a man and then her man finds out, he's not going to do what he should do, which is talk to his girl. He's going to try to come and see you. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is, you gotta be in a situation where, you dealing with a chick that is not on that other shit. And the thing is, she seems like kind of weird. She's talking about, oh, I got drunk and now I'm fucking this guy and I'm letting you know I'm fucking it. Like, why is she doing all that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't really need to be like around that type of chick. Now, if let's say later on out of the blue, they not fucking around with each other and it gets to a situation where you could smash, then, you could probably just hit it and then keep it moving if you want to. But I would say for right now, I'd say just leave that shit alone. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want the nonsense, around you. But she sounds goofy though. That's the thing. So I don't know. I would just call it a day and charge it to the game. You feel what I'm saying? That's just me. What you think, Miles, about that? What's your thoughts on it? Hold on. Is Miles there? Hold on. I think his mic went off. Hold on, let me get Miles back on the line.
Hello.
Yeah. You there? You sound like your mic went off.
I'm on. My bad.
Okay.
No. I'm with you. Like she sound like trouble. She out there getting drunk and fucking niggas all over the place. Like and then the dude who she got with. He
right.
sound like a lame too, who you probably don't want to fuck with either because
right.
I mean she's out here thoughting that you gonna start a relationship with her.
Right, exactly.
Like, he could be one of them dudes that like take shit to heart and try to like do something crazy if he find out that you fucking around with this type of thing. So
yeah, dude, I'm telling you,
just leave him alone.
I'm telling you, like, and there's a lot of dudes out here that's real sensitive and you know what I'm saying, like right. real, because I remember I did a video a while ago about something. I think it was something about something with dudes, and if your girl is at the club or whatever. And so I posted the video on Facebook, and then this dude really got upset at me about the video. You feel what I'm saying? Because I guess it touched home about, I guess he probably had a girl and that situation happened with him. So he was like real upset about it. And I'm like, damn, I'm not even in the situation with this dude, but he's just seeing a video about the situation and getting upset. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm like, imagine you dealing with a chick who got a dude who's, on that shit. And then he wants to, make something happen. So it's like, you gotta just keep that shit moving, man. Got to keep that shit moving. But anyway, look, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into the topic. We're going to be talking about why a woman would disrespect you. You guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show. Do you want to learn the easiest way to have more sex with more women? Then get the critically acclaimed book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. In this book, you'll learn everything you need to know about attracting and sleeping with beautiful women. That's How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Get your copy today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. LOCARIO.com. MrLocario.com. Are you an actor who needs headshots? Do you have an event or a wedding coming up and you need a photographer? If you do, make sure you go to pavionphoto.com. Pavion is a professional photographer who will supply you with high quality video and photography services for any event. Contact him at pavionphoto.com. That's PAVION photo.com. Pavionphoto.com. Yeah. What up? What up, people? We are back on the Bad Boy Show. So we're talking about.
Real quick. Yeah. I just wanted to say that I'm a photographer, and when I watch them videos like that Soulja Boy video, man, if one of these niggas let a gun go off and ruin my camera, I mean, granted they might shoot me too, right? But if I'm not totally incapacitated after the gun go off and my camera's fucked up, yo, Soulja Boy don't have to worry about beef no more. Telling you, because I'm breaking his ass into pieces. Are you crazy?
Exactly. That's how I always start too.
I hate watching the videos, niggas putting guns in the camera. I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with y'all?
Right. It's crazy. And you know what? Most of them guns be loaded too. So I'm like, that's crazy. But niggas is wild. Now it's funny though. You didn't think about that shit too. Imagine they shoot that shit and then they also fuck the camera up. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's why
you ain't got to worry about beefing with nobody else, because until you replace my fucking camera, I'm on your ass.
That's crazy. So if any dudes hit you up or holler at you about some trap videos, tell them nah. Nope. You feel me? Be like,
nope.
Nah, I'm good.
Nope. I don't care how much money you giving a nigga. I don't give a fuck. The next thing you know, the cops gonna be hollering at me for the footage.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, you got the footage, with the guns, and we need to, because there was a video the other day of some asshole. He held the gun vertically, and if you know anything about pistols, the fucking serial number is on the bottom part of the muzzle.
Right.
So he held the gun pointing it up at the sky, so you could see the fucking serial number. And these videos nowadays is all HD, so you can read every little thing.
Right.
That nigga got 5 to 7 years simply because he was holding that shit up in the video like that. I'm like, man, that niggas is foolish.
That's crazy.
That niggas is foolish out here.
That's crazy. Oh my god.
I think it was a kid during the campaign, some black kid. He was like, yo, if Donald Trump wins, I'm gonna be the one to assassinate him or some shit.
Wow. These dudes is crazy. Oh my goodness. But anyway, fucking, it's wild out here, man. It's fucking wild.
You know what it is? You know what it is on some bad boy shit?
Right.
Real niggas and bad boys, we don't talk about all the shit we gonna do to niggas, B.
Right, exactly.
You know
it's
what
true.
I'm saying?
It's true.
It's not something you really gotta talk about. Like, if shit go down, I'm on your ass, period. Like, It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't gotta talk about that shit.
Right, exactly. Nah, real talk, man. Real talk. But anyway, so disrespect, guys. Disrespect. It's real.
Uh-oh.
Let's get to the root of this, because I think there's a lot of dudes that don't understand this, because a lot of times guys, they think that a woman being disrespectful is just a chick being an asshole and being a bitch and all that, and in some cases it's like that, right? But a lot of times the reason why you'll get disrespected by a woman, or why a woman will disrespect men or whatever, it has a lot to do with it's like it's a subconscious psychological thing where women, they'll see a guy being weak. You feel what I'm saying? And so that weakness to her makes her uncomfortable. It's like she feels fearful because of your weakness. And the reason why that happens is because she looks to a man to be a leader, to guide her, to provide, to protect, right? So if you're weak, right, then what's going to happen is that dictates that she's now sort of like in danger. Like, damn, I can't, like, what am I going to do now? Because this motherfucker's weak. So now that weakness makes her upset and scared, and then that fear turns into anger, which turns into disrespect, because it's like, how dare you
God.
be a fucking weak ass motherfucker and put me in this situation. That's basically what she's thinking. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's where the disrespect comes in. You feel what I'm saying? And
that's 110% real. That's just perfectly. Nobody could put it better.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it stems from.
I just want to take some time. If you would allow me, Mr. Lucario.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to take some time, right? I just want to take some time to really stop and I want niggas to really understand and recognize who they're listening to. You understand what I'm saying? Like, the person that you're listening to called Mr. Lucario, he is the realest nigga you will ever fuck with in your life. You understand? I've been friends with the nigga for like how many years now, homie?
It's like what, 15 years maybe or something like that.
Like 15 plus years. And you want to talk about a nigga who's 100%. Like, if he say he gonna do it, he do it.
That's what you got to. That's what you got to do, man.
And when he expresses the details of what he's gonna do, every detail is accounted for. Like, you really got to understand that there are not stand-up people in this world anymore. Everybody's a fucking fake ass nigga. Like Donald Trump, he just explained how he's a fake ass nigga just trying to win the election.
Right.
Like, you got to understand what you're listening to and why it's important that you take heed to the things that this man is saying. Like, I'm not just saying this because I'm his friend. I'm saying this because I've known the cat. I've known this man for this many years, and I've seen all the things that he talk about come like true, like straight 100% true. And the shit he just explained about the female and you putting her in a certain situation and the way she feels about being in a dangerous situation and the man protects. Like, I've lived these things.
Right. Exactly. That's the same thing I live. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why we try to bring the real to y'all, because we telling you shit that we've gone through, that we known other people gone through. We see this shit all the time. So we're letting you know, like, yo, this is the real fucking shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
real shit.
This is how this shit go. You know what I mean? So it's real talk. It's real talk, man. You feel me? So it's like, you know, it's crazy shit, man. And you know, and when we talk about women being disrespectful, you know, a lot of times what happens is that women, they test you all the time. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like a lot of times women will act crazy and emotional and get all wild and do something stupid because she's basically seeing what you gonna do about it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
She's seeing what, like, yo, there's times where you will talk to a chick, like, let's say, you know, you're out, you're trying to holler at girls or whatever and yada, yada, yada. And this is what happens in a lot of cases, right? Sometimes you're going to talk to a girl and she's going to talk with you. She's going to, you know, go back and forth, converse with you or whatever. And she's going to purposely be difficult. You feel what I'm saying? And she's going to purposely do something to sort of like, you know, try to get you pissed off or try to like, and she'll do some slick shit. Like, she'll be like, you know, like y'all be talking and she'll say some sort of like slick, disrespectful shit. Like, oh, you look kind of funny in that hat. I don't know why you would choose something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so now what happens is that another dude who's sort of like insecure, right?
Right.
His whole demeanor is going to change and he's going to feel all self-conscious. He's going to like, get a little, insecure in that situation, and his whole tone is going to switch and all that other stuff. Right. Now, if that same lady says that same shit to another dude who's on top of his game, he's like, oh, your hat, looks kind of funny. I don't know why you would wear that. And then he probably is going to, and the guy that understands what it is, he's not really going to flinch. You understand what I'm saying? He's just going to sit there and be like, whatever. Or he might say something slick back to her, be like, yeah, that's cool, but you still going to fuck me by the end of the night. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so he's composed. So now what happens is that woman sees his reaction will dictate to her you know, what type of dude she's dealing with. Now, if the guy is on some insecure shit, he's gonna, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna be like, okay, I can't respect this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But if he's on some shit where he's on top of his shit and the woman she sees that she can't move him, then she respects that nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
She respects the nigga, exactly.
That's all it is.
Let me tell you something. Basically, it's like she trying to see if she can get you flustered.
Right. Exactly.
You understand? Because man, you gotta understand how deep the interaction between man and women goes. Like, you know, no matter really what happens or what they talk about in society and this, men are here to protect females. That's what we're here to do.
Pretty much.
That's the basic truth, like the basic, like what they call it, the primal innate truth of what we're here to do.
Right.
We're here to protect women. So because you have to realize, once you impregnate a female, she's pregnant for 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
For 9 months. So basically, for 9 months, she's actually a pretty vulnerable human being. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
And on top of that, if somebody comes and does something to her, she's not just, the person is not just killing her, they're killing the child. You understand?
Real,
so
right.
That is detrimental to the development of the human race in general. So the basic job of the man, other than providing the seed and impregnating the female, is to protect her.
Right.
At least until the child is born. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even then, once the child is born, the mom still has the female still has to nurture the child. So even then, you still have to protect the nurturing mother and the young child,
right,
at least until the child can fend for itself. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about protection. So when you out there hollering and this, like you're out there hollering, these chicks is testing you to see how cool you are under pressure, how cool you are under difficulty. Because, come on, my niggas, like, we all know how difficult it is to be in a relationship, much less how difficult it will be to actually to lead a family in this world. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta pay bills. You gotta go out there and work. You gotta spend time with your children. You gotta spend time with your woman. There's so many things you have to do. So before a chick can actually look at you and see if you're worth her time, she has to make sure that you're cool under pressure.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, another thing is that half the time when you guys think you're being rejected, you're not even being rejected. You're being tested. Right. But because you already walked up to her with that loser mentality, as soon as she says something the slightest bit negative to you, you think, oh, well, fuck this bitch. Right? Well, where if you just had a positive attitude, had confidence, and kept your composure and been cool under pressure, you could have fucking came back with a snappy remark, and then that bitch could have probably been your best friend in life. You see what I'm saying? But you would never know that because you're like, oh, fuck this bitch. She not with it. She not this. She not that. No. Right. It's about you. Right. It's about you.
Right. And the thing is too is that because I did a video the other day where I was talking about how you sort of got to understand how women operate. And I remember, Miles, you were saying this long time ago where you were saying, you know, never forget that she's a female. You feel what I mean? So you got to know, it's almost like you have to do, you know, things simultaneously. So you, at the same time, you have to understand how women operate, and at the same time also see how cooperative she's going to be in general. You understand what I'm saying? And then you have to know how to recognize the difference between a chick just being a overall spoiled bitch, you feel what I'm saying, versus her throwing out signs to sort of test you. Because a lot of times chicks will test you and it's subconscious. They don't even realize they're doing it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like they're just, it's like it's automatic.
It's because it's part of the subconscious the subconscious mind of the female, because like I said, these things are ingrained in genetics.
Right.
You understand? Because the world already understands, like all the stuff I was just explaining about protection and about the 9-month pregnancy and all these things. You're prepared, just like how a bird has the genetics to grow wings and fly. Humans, our genetics are coded with the same type of information that puts us in these situations to be tested as humans, so
Right.
we can either pass or fail.
Right. Real talk. Real fucking talk. And this is why, like, simps and manginas and Captain Save-A-Hoes don't really get respect. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, chicks will have them around just for, like, ego purposes. Like, they're like, oh, okay, this guy's gonna, you know, do stuff for me and give me attention so that she can sort of feel good in that sense, right? But there's a difference between her feeding her ego and her actually, you know, being attracted to a guy and actually wanting to be with a man. You understand what I'm saying? Because chicks will have dudes feed their ego all day. And if you notice, if you go on Instagram and Facebook and all these other stuff, you know, chicks get all these likes, niggas be sliding in the DMs and all this other stuff. But you notice that these chicks don't necessarily be hollering at these type of niggas all the time. You feel what I'm saying? But they'll end up getting with, you know, another dude who's not doing none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? And the reason why she's getting with that dude is because that dude has, you know, she respects that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like you were saying earlier, Miles, about like the chick who comes from a trip and she's fucking with that dude on the trip. And then this other beta male Captain Save-A-Ho nigga comes to pick her up from the airport. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she don't respect that dude who's picking her up from the airport. You feel what I mean? Like, she has no respect for that nigga. Like, that shit it ain't happening. You feel me? So, you know, you got to understand that when it comes to,
no respect.
Yeah, you got to understand that when it comes to, like, you know, because this is the thing, guys think that being a simp, is helpful, because this is the thing, certain women will get with simps. Don't get me wrong. They'll get with simps, right? But the problem is that a lot of times when they're with these simps, there is no respect there. So she's never fully like with him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she's never fully feeling the feeling of actually being with a man she wants. It's the equivalent of you fucking with a chick who you don't really think is attractive, but you just fucking with her because she's there and you want some pussy. You feel what I'm saying? Right. The chick, she's fucking with the nigga because he's there and he's giving her attention and, you know, it's feeding her ego, but she doesn't have that real raw desire to be with him, and she doesn't feel like a woman with this guy because this guy isn't displaying the masculine qualities and characteristics that she can respect. You feel what I'm saying? And so she'll always disrespect that dude. And then the thing is, that dude will take the disrespect, which is going to make her disrespect him even more. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's
a slippery slope and it gets compounded every time.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, man. And another thing too, why a woman would disrespect you is because you're not decisive. You feel what I'm saying? You're not a guy who displays leadership qualities. You're not really the type of dude who thinks on his feet, because this is the thing. Women, they want a man who is, you know, who knows where he's going, who knows how to make shit pop, because a lot of times, women, they're sort of like all over the place, and they're 1 minute they want to do this, 1 minute they want to do that, 1 minute they're thinking this, 1 minute they're thinking that, and they need that guy to give them that focus. So if they're dealing with a guy who can't do that, it's basically like her having another girlfriend. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so she wants that dude. She's going to respect that dude who's more decisive, who's more focused, who knows how to lead her in the right direction. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why if you ever go on a date with a chick, the worst thing you could ever do is when you meet up with a chick for a date and say, hey, what do you want to do? You understand? That will dry up her pussy so fast. It's ridiculous. You should already know what the fuck you're doing, where you going, where you're going to take her, and all this other shit. Like, the shit needs to be planned. It needs to happen. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the thing you gotta, gotta understand about that. You feel me? And another thing too is women will disrespect you if they notice that you're inconsistent. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing is this, is that if you, and I was actually talking about this in another video, and somebody made a comment, and they was like, I don't understand why women want a guy who's consistent, or they expect them to be consistent when they are not inconsistent. Like, the women aren't inconsistent. The women aren't consistent. And that is exactly why they want a guy who's consistent, because they're not consistent. You feel what I'm saying? That's the reason. You feel what I'm saying? The game is about yin and yang. You feel what I'm saying? It's about balance. So that's why when they get with a dude You understand? They want that dude who's going to be that consistent person. You feel what I'm saying? Because that shows that he's a guy that she could count on. That shows that he's a guy that she can depend on when she needs help and all this other stuff. So
listen. This shit is why pimping works.
Right. Exactly.
Hoes, it's a lot of hoes out there that wish for a pimp. It's a lot of them. Like, let me tell you something. It's a lot of these. You see these chicks out here talk about these chicks, these career chicks. They got their degrees. They got a good job and all of this shit. But a lot of them, they're in fucked up credit card debt. They got student loans out the ass. They're late on their fucking rent. Why? Because they're not consistent. They don't know how to fucking manage their goddamn money. They need a man in their life to fucking organize that shit for them. You understand?
Real talk.
This is why pimping works, because a pimp. A lot of niggas hate on pimping, but all the pimp is really doing is organizing a bitch's life. You ever seen a pimp who's a real pimp? You ever seen that nigga look shabby or look like he's not a pimp?
Right.
You understand? Think about that shit. Think about any pimp you've ever seen on TV or otherwise.
Right.
Don't that nigga always look fly?
Right, exactly.
You think that shit is easy? That's about consistency, my nigga. That's about fucking time management and scheduling. That's about saying, listen, I gotta make sure my hair is done. I gotta make sure my nails are done. I gotta make sure my fucking pimp hat come back from the cleaner at the right time. So I gotta put my suit in on Tuesday so I can get it on Thursday so I can wear it Friday. And you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
That shit ain't no simple thing. That shit, you gotta respect the pimps because they're consistent, and that's why. Because a lot of people look at it and be like, oh my god, these pimps, they treat women like dirt and blah blah blah. How can these women fuck with these guys? These women need order. They need consistency. They need somebody to help them manage their fucking life.
Pretty much. That's what it is. That's really what it is. You feel what I'm saying? That's really what it is. And see, what's the problem with today's society is that, we'll say this type of stuff and then, you have the feminists and all these other manginas and they're like, oh, you guys are chauvinistic and misogynistic because you're saying that women can't do this and women can't do that and yada, yada, yada. And what you got to understand is this. Women can do whatever the hell they want. You feel what I'm saying? But when you have a relationship, right? When you have any type of relationship, when a relationship happens, the two individuals that come together to form the relationship, once that comes together, that forms one union. You feel what I'm saying? It forms a union between that person and that person. So now when that union is formed, right, there needs to be some sort of order and some sort of consistency within that situation, some structure, right? So there has to be a structure within that situation. It's kind of like this. It's like, let's say if you were like a really good basketball player, you was the best basketball player in your neighborhood, right? So you could play ball. Nobody's not saying you can't play ball because you could play ball really good, right? Now, let's say they had a tournament, in the city and they was getting, the couple of basketball players to come through and all that other shit, right? Now, you might be the best in your neighborhood, right? And then you're probably always like the captain of the team every time you do shit or whatever. Now, let's say they had LeBron James come through and be on your team, right? Now, at this point, now that LeBron is there, does it make sense for you to be the captain or does it make sense for LeBron to be the captain so y'all could get the win? You feel what I'm saying? And that's the point we're trying to make. You feel what I'm saying? But they don't want, people don't want to see that. They think like, oh, you're this and you're that. It's like, no, in this situation, and when those two people come together, now it's a different dynamic. It's the same way if I'm in a restaurant and somebody's choking, right? And I'm trying to help them, from choking. And then somebody's like, oh, there's a doctor here. Soon as the doctor comes, I move to the side and let the doctor do what the doctor does. Now that I'm there with the doctor, it's a different situation. You feel what I'm saying? Exactly. And so that's what you got to understand about with the thing with you and women. And you have to get out that mindset of, oh, you know, men and women are the same and we're equal. And no, we're equal, but we're not equal. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we're equal because we're human beings, but we're not equal because we're men and women. Do you understand what I'm saying? And there's the yin and the yang to that. You have to have that difference in order for that to go down. And also, since you are that guy and since she is that woman, that emotional feelings and all those other things that she has that goes on, that's necessary for her to be that way, because when you guys have children, that's important for a mother to have that type of emotional connection to the offspring, because the guy, he's men, we're not generally built that way. You understand what I'm saying? We're like, okay, we need to do this, and this. We're busy trying to get shit done on a technical, practical level to make shit happen. The woman is taking care of not only the seed, but she's also taking care of the husband so that she can provide, you know, the food and all the other stuff to give him the energy and the sustenance to be able to go back out and hunt. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, yo, and this is all natural shit. This is all natural shit. And this is why a woman will disrespect the guy if she sees that he's not doing what the fuck he should be doing as a man. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's really what it is. That's really what it is.
Hey, you know, are you familiar with the saying that women love a man in uniform?
Right. Mm-hmm.
It's the same shit. The reason why females love a nigga in uniform is because she knows that he had to have some type of consistency to earn that uniform.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So she's attracted to him. She's attracted to him, where it's like, oh well, you know, I know he gets up at 5:00 every morning and he going out with the squad and they jogging and they know how to
doing this right.
That nigga know how to take apart and put together a gun in 15 seconds and all that type of shit. Like, that type of shit turns a bitch on, son.
Real talk.
It turns a bitch on because she's like, yo, this nigga can help me get my life together because, I'm a woman. Like, I know, like, you talk to any honest female, she'd be like, yo, I know I'm crazy. I know I'm all over the place. Like, I mean, what the fuck do you think females need to have 15 to 1,600 pair of shoes?
Right.
They're inconsistent human beings. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. It's just like you were talking. You were saying it's all about nature. Like, they're all over the place. They love all these different colors. They want to, they have a creative side to them. Like, females, it's all about the decorations and the this and the that. And that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But the point of the matter is, like you were saying, in a relationship, you need that steadfast, logistical consistency to even the other side out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
That's why a woman loves a man in uniform, because that nigga, he been through some shit where he's had what they call training. You see what I'm saying? And that's another reason why women tend to flock to dudes that are fit, because she knows it's not. You see, a lot of people miss the full picture of it, because the average person, right? They'll see a nigga that got muscles and got a 6-pack and all that shit, and they'll be like, oh, he must get a lot of girls because he got a 6-pack and he looks attractive. But you have to understand what's really going on. When the woman looks at a man that has a 6-pack, she knows that he follows some type of consistency, because he follows a nutritional guide and he follows a workout regimen that makes his body look that way.
Right.
So she on the cosmetic surface, yes, okay, he's good looking and he has a 6-pack and he's hot or whatever. But subconsciously, her fucking vagina is getting wet because that she's looking at somebody that's strong enough to help her fucking keep her life organized.
Right.
So she can be in a safe situation, a safe enough situation for her to be able to produce children in a safe environment.
Right.
You understand? Because females are, at the end of the day, they're looking for that security. And if you don't look like you can provide that security, that's when she'll disrespect you. You see what I'm saying?
Pretty much is it's not rocket science, guys. I'm telling you.
It's
like
right
when you
there.
break it down,
right
it's
there.
like it's literally in your face. Like you see it when you step back and look objectively. You'll see what's going on. You'll see what's going on. The thing is, you can't get tricked by all this social justice warrior feminist bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? You can't get tricked by that. That shit is what creates manginas and white knights, because these niggas they got caught in the bullshit. And then it's funny. It's funny to me too, because I don't understand how these manginas and simps and white knights they still go for this, but then they keep seeing these same women who they're campaigning for or on their side, like, yeah, girl, blah blah blah. They see the same women go fuck this other dude. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, don't y'all get it? Like, she's always gonna run back to that nigga. You feel me?
Right.
So
and you know what I think? You know what I think fucks a lot of niggas up? I think the part that fucks a lot of niggas up is that a lot of niggas think that women are supposed to like you.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
Matter of fact, real quick, there's a movie coming out right now called Fences.
Oh, I'm about to go see that shit.
Right. And it's directed by Denzel Washington. And there's a scene in the fucking movie where Denzel Washington's the father, and he has a son. And the son comes up to him and says to him, Dad, how come you never liked me?
Right.
And Denzel Washington walked straight up to this nigga and got in his face and looked him dead in his eye and said, yo, aren't you always fed? Isn't there clothes on your back? Isn't there lights in the house for you to do your homework?
Right.
Isn't there a roof over your fucking head? And the nigga was like, yeah. And he was like, so if all that is taken care of, what the fuck do you care if I like you or not?
Exactly.
He said, in this world, you don't worry about if a motherfucker like you. All you gotta do is all you gotta do is pay attention to the fact that they're doing right by you.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's the same shit. It's the same shit between men and women. Like, these bitches don't have to like you, my nigga.
Mm-hmm.
All they gotta do, for the first part, they gotta respect you, and the only way they gotta respect you is if you are a man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you act like a man, you have some type of consistency and logic about you.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Women are all over the place. So the fact that they like you don't mean shit.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, because
a lot of these niggas get it twisted. They're like, oh, well, if I can make her smile or if I can make her say nice things about me, then I know I'm in there. No. Why do you think all the assholes, quote unquote assholes anyway, get all the bitches?
Right.
Because them niggas they do right by them as a female. Because the asshole type of nigga, he don't flinch. He
Right.
knows who he is, and for the most part, he's as constant as a North Star. And when a chick recognizes that consistency, she can't help but fuck with the nigga, son.
Right.
You understand what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Exactly.
But you over here trying to make her like you and trying to be quote unquote be nice. You're not gonna get anywhere because somebody liking you only goes so far.
Right.
But when somebody respects you, that shit can change the fucking world.
That's some real shit, man. That's some real fucking shit, man. That's some real fucking shit. Man,
I'm telling you, bitches don't gotta like you, son. Bitches don't gotta like you. You make them bitches respect you.
Exactly.
Make them bitches know who you are because you are who you are, not because you was trying to be nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Man, we's going in today. So
hell yeah.
So listen, guys, make sure that you go to undeniablegame.com and get the free audio program. Also, I have a new video out, which is based off of my book, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. So it's the video version, right? And I put a clip on the YouTube today as a video called "You're Not a Nice Guy, So Don't Act Like One." So make sure you check that out. Check that video clip.
That's a good video, by the way.
And when you click on the link below, it'll take you to the entire video, or you could just go straight to MrLocario.com and click on the Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men, and you can watch the whole video, okay? Because, I get deep into more of that shit. You feel me? And, what else we got? What else is there, Miles, before we get out of here?
We got the Bad Boy store.
Exactly. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Go check out the Bad Boy store real quick. I mean, right now it's only 2 products on there, but that's all right because we about to expand in a second.
Exactly. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep growing.
Yeah, man. And then of course, you know, for the serious cats out there, you know, go to the Bad Boy membership and sign up.
Exactly.
And by the way, again, like the price is gonna change. So
Right. This is what I'm telling you.
All y'all niggas that's on the fence, y'all better get with it now, so y'all can get in on the
regular
price
price
that it is now.
Exactly.
It's gonna change.
Exactly. So and if you get in the price as it is now, which is $24.97, you're going to continue to be on that price, you know, as long as you're a Bad Boy member. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you get on there now before the price goes up. Because when the price goes up, then, you know, you're still going to be on the same price while the other people got to pay the new price. You feel me? So that's what it is. All right. So
because
listen.
I mean, you know, just so they understand, every new installment of the Bad Boy membership, it doesn't go anywhere. So that means the catalog only gets bigger and bigger. So
exactly.
You know, that's a part of the reason why, like, the price is only gonna be going up. You understand?
Right.
So they gotta know that.
Exactly. So guys, make sure you check that out. All right. So we are out of here. We will hit you guys up next week. And that is it. And remember, the truth is inside you. We're out. Peace.
Yeah.
Later.
Peace.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.